Hi, this is Shilpa here. Now today I'm going to present you a case where for me it represents isopathy at all four stages. Now obviously this case has been taken through a couple of sessions and through an extended time period. However, my aim is to not go through the entire case taking process but to actually bring you parts of the case together and which represent the four stages for me. Alright, so this 15-year-old boy comes with low iron levels, but he also has this extreme tiredness, cramping, and has been diagnosed as ulcerative colitis. So he comes with this presenting complaint of bloody mucus diarrhea. He has been diagnosed about a year back and he's on medicine from his GP. He's been given antibiotics and then he's had more episodes within the first 6 months. Then they started off with prednisolone and 15 milligrams for 5 days, and then he had another episode for about 3 months later, and then they kept on increasing the drug and he was still not responding, so the mom was very worried. So that's how he comes to me. So for me, at stage 1, what it represented was he has extreme low iron levels, but the problem was he cannot tolerate iron tablets in any form. They always cause him severe diarrhea and stomach cramps. Then we went into the chief complaint and looked at what's exactly happening with the problem, and he said he has these intolerable cramps around the umbilical region and he just can't control them. He tries to take his mind off them, but they come back. And then after the cramping starts, he gets this mucus diarrhea and then the cramps disappear. So it's like it's aggravated before I pass my motion, and then it's better after moving as well. Then at stage 3, which for me represents a much more deeper understanding, where he's looking into the mind and the body correlationship with that physical problem, and he says he has problems concentrating in class because of this extreme tiredness, and he absolutely dozes off after school. He's lost his appetite, he cannot participate in sports, and so on and so forth. And then we go into how this boy is, his temperament and his personality. And the mom says he's been absolutely a difficult boy right since he was born. He's extremely strong-willed, he's stubborn, and even when he couldn't speak, he would bang his head against the very hard surface. So that started then. And then he's always been very set in his ways. He wants things his way. He will fight with his elder brother. He wants to be always right. And he says, the mom says, rules that others make are just not the rules for him. He makes his own rules. He's fixed ideas about what he wants to eat since he started solids as a baby at 6 months of age, and he's been extremely fussy, and the milk would need to be a particular temperature, 10 seconds more or less in the microwave, and he would know it. And then and then after that, in high school, somehow he just got a bit more introverted. He started talking a bit less, he got a bit more timid and shy, and for her, he learned to manage his anger. Now, he's been extremely responsible and protective of his family and friends, and since high school, he's developed these real frequent nosebleeds, and he's been cauterized by silver nitrate. And now with this diagnosis with ulcerative colitis, that's the most recent thing which has happened since he's in high school. So for me, at stage 2 and 3, these were the confirmatory symptoms. He has this suppressed anger, and that started after high school, and then he started having these problems. He's extremely strong-willed, he's always in the right, he has this violent destructive anger, and he's aggravated by contradiction. And then he has these severe crampings in the abdomen, which is better by motion and better by stools, and the diarrhea is blood and mucus stain. So that was for me that totality at stage 2 and 3. And so eventually I thought I should go deeper and see whether he can go there. And he couldn't in the first session, but he did subsequently, and he said, it's anger when I want to do something and mom says no. It's like not getting what I want. Once I was really extremely angry with my brother because he complained to my mom saying that one of my friends was having a bad influence on me and that I should stay away from him. And I was so angry. I mean, he was really very much, friends with his life. And he said he was intruding my life and trying to stop me from doing things. He was trying to be the big brother. And I smashed the windscreen of his car. I felt very guilty after that and apologized to him. And, there was lots of drama and other things. But then he said, at that moment, I felt hot in my face and my head and my eyes just turned red. And I didn't know what happened. I just went and I wanted to hit something or squeeze something. And then we went, with those set questions and that awareness level. And he said, these were the themes which came up at the end of the entire consult at stage 4. And the important part was I was being intruded and obstructed. It was this sort of a pressure and a resistance from him, from mom, from everyone else. It's as if something is in my way and I'm just trying to get there. It's my same feeling in my stomach. It's like something is obstructing my intestine and it has to be forced again. And those cramps are that war inside with intense cramping. It's like chunks of iron are in there, stuck in there, resisting the motion. And I thought, wow, who could have ever thought of iron sticking up there, trying to prevent things from happening? Anyway, the remedy, as you know, was Ferromet. And it started right from stage 1. And he came and connected some way to that source at stage 4 for me. And the whole picture fell in place. And he was dosed steadily in increasing potencies. And he went up to, I think, 0 by 12 something. And within a 3-month time frame, he could taper off his steroids. And he did very well on the remedy for 1 entire year. So for me, that was for me a very interesting phenomena to happen, which started off with Ferrum and ended up with Ferrum. And then there was this interesting episode in one of the sessions where Mom mentioned that he has started iron tablets again because his iron was very low and he always hated red meat. And they were worried it would trigger the ulcerative colitis again, but there was no reaction because for the very first time, iron didn't cause a problem. So for me, it was that full circle coming back to, it started off with possibly iron, it ended up with iron, but for me, it was that whole isopathy aligned into at stage 4. So for me, there is no difference between isopathy at stage 4 and homeopathy because they're two sides of the same coin. So I hope this case helps you understand the process of how you can actually look beyond what you have from just a mere stage 1 presentation of an isopathic possibility and go to stage 4 if you and your patient is willing to, and look at another option for finding the most accurate homeopathic remedy. Thank you very much, and I look forward to see you next time. Bye-bye.